So another farewell for Paul O'Connell, this time from Dublin in green. Ireland and Wales' final 31-man squads will be selected over the weekend and named next week. This is a critical run-out. First touch for Keith Earls, and here is Johnny Sexton, such an important player to this Irish team through the World Cup, is Sexton. They pray that he stays fit and fresh and lively, and he looked lively there. And now it's Rob Kearney for brother Dave on the chase. And again, a big day for Dave Kearney, his last start for Ireland in that decisive game against France that won the Six Nations in 2014. Scott Baldwin his own, very impressive in the Six Nations, 3 starts in that competition. Also started against South Africa, the win over South Africa.
Yeah. Unbelievably powerful. But you know, you get the view up here, his position and play is sensational as well as a fullback.
And one of the reasons he's so effective, he's got an engine to be able to cover that big space as a 15.
Tadhg Furlong is on for his first cap, the 22-year-old from Wexford, the prop forward, a veteran of 2 World Junior Championships. And it's the Kearney boys at it again. They've taken a lot of high balls today, Dave, and this time Rob. And the carry from Dave Kilcoyne. He's a real specialist when it comes to injecting some pace off the mark as a carrier. And when Jones comes through, and it's through the middle, so that's okay. You are allowed to play on in that case. And this is Furlong again. Talking about Wales being boom or bust, they've actually failed to qualify from their pool 3 times out of 7, and then they've reached those 2 semi-finals as well. Free kick for the Welsh, Gareth Davis. What a try-scoring record he has.
Catches me.
They'll have to fight their own battles.
Henderson. You would feel he has secured his place in that 31-man squad. Try-scoring performance from Henderson today, back at the end of last season after a long-term hip injury. Cronin, remembered he did score a try against Scotland 2 weeks ago. But is this going to be Ireland's first defeat in these warm-ups after the victories against Wales and Scotland? And they've turned the ball over to Wales here. He's talking about Justin Tipperick there, just 33rd cap for Wales, but because of the presence of Sam Warburton, it's just his 12th start, but he seems to have really taken advantage of the opportunity today.
That's what you want from players. When you're given their moment, you grasp it with both hands.
Need to do some damage here, Ireland, at this scrum, if they're going to win this game. Wales have it. Gareth Davis, Rhys Priestland. Oh, it's so slippery out there now. Can he get out of Dodge City here? The replacement Welsh out half as Ireland come in and over the top and give away the penalty, and that could be the end of Ireland.
That was a bit fun.
Secured. So the Ireland Maul has developed a pretty meaty reputation in recent seasons. Can they enhance that reputation here?
Use it now!
And now they've got to use it. Off goes Sean Cronin, looking to utilise that pace of his. Trying to find softness somewhere in this Welsh defence. Redden, Kilcoyne. Cronin's down injured at the moment. Tipperick comes through. Now Tadhg Furlong. Paul O'Connell has to get his huge frame down in the ball quickly there, because the ball almost rolled away from Ireland. Kilcoyne. Is this going to be the match-winning series of phases for Ireland? Dave Kearney. Are they going to end up losing their first World Cup warm-up game and hand a World Cup warm-up victory to this Welsh outfit? Owen Redden, here's Sean O'Brien, big ball carrier for Ireland. and Wales try to hold him up there in contact. And Ireland quickly had to get to ground there. And again, it's another penalty around the neck. As you were saying, Alan, there is a directive out, and the referees and officials will be very sharp on that aspect of the game in terms of foul play.
Well, it's desperation for Wales hanging on there now. It's Ireland getting the penalties. You know, Wales panicking a little bit there, a little bit similar to the first half, just before half-time.
Right in, here's Henderson, he's already got a try. Wales come in big numbers to hold the Ulsterman. Here's Sean Cronin. Sean Cronin burrows his way over the line, and as he drilled his way to an Irish victory.
Have a look.
Well, Ireland scored a try with the final play of the first half. Have they scored a try in the final play of the second half?
Has not been grounded. There's no evidence has been grounded from that viewing angle.
No, there's no evidence
from this one.
I think Sean Cronin gets tackled onto his back, and you can see the ball is clearly off the ground, so it is no try.
Huge defensive effort there by Wales.
Craig?
Yes, Graham.
Yes, it's
standing by.
clearly held up.
Held
Yeah.
up, no try.
Yeah.
Thank you. Held up.
Well, it almost sums up the game. It's been a thunderous Welsh performance in defence throughout this game. The difference between the sides, the Tipperick try and the immaculate goal kicking again of Lee Halfpenny. But the Irish side, they really found very little room to breathe throughout that 80 minutes.